I think there were a lot of different things that President Trump did for the country that will be long remembered, making America energy independent and putting pressure on other countries to step up.
He said some crazy stuff during the campaign. I thought there's no way in hell this guy's going to be president of the United States.
People did not know what to expect because remember, you're the first president in U.S. history to have zero political experience.
President Trump represented an existential threat to the corrupt political class.
Why do you keep calling this the Chinese virus?
It comes from China. These are acts of domestic terror.
It was the most consequential presidency.
Stay loose, be cool, watch what's going to happen.
No, that video was not produced by Midas Touch or whoever's against Donald Trump. That is a supportive video, a trailer, if you would, for dinner.
Hold on, that was for him?
Yes. No,
his team.
Let me explain. This was done by the DailyWire, and they put out this documentary. Apparently, my producer had to watch it. It was an hour and 45 minutes full of nothingness, which is why they had to then, in that trailer, go dung dung, while they put a plate down, dung dung, fork, dung dung, napkin, because nothing else happens there except for us to watch Donald Trump be Donald Trump, which I think many of us are already sick of. Let's go to this first part about this, though, as we broke it all down. As there was apparently new MAGA hats to be passed out. So all of these very important, influential people who are sitting at the foot of Donald Trump, they get a dusty ass hat. Watch.
Do we have enough cameras? I don't know. You know, we brought you something. This is the hottest hat.
Oh, that's amazing.
I'll explain when the cameras are off what happened and how you can see. That is the hottest thing.
That's awesome.
Isn't that sort of cool? All right, there you go. Let's go. Everybody wants some.
Design on deck.
Brand new dusty hats to toss around to all these supporters of his, I guess, important people within his cabinet, people in his political circles, and they now have to wear these hats. It doesn't seem like the best start to the evening, but you have to act like it because you're sitting next to Donald Trump. Well, another piece of this, you guys, because as they're sitting down and eating, he's he has his drink next, and for some reason there's little things that he just doesn't like having. But let's see the way he dispenses of this annoying straw. This is in it. Watch.
I know.
You know that we team
Someone from the help's gonna pick up that straw later. Who cares? He just has to dump it on the ground. One more, because as we go through these, Conscious, I just wanted to get an idea of whether or not these things are appealing enough for anyone to want to watch anything further than the few of these 30-second clips that we're running. But there is this one point, and I'm still confused as the reason behind it. Maybe you have the answer. There's a problem with Coke. Again, this isn't I guess a documentary, maybe it's a peek. I'm not sure exactly what to call it. But he has an issue with diet versus regular Coke or something along those lines. Let's watch.
How are you doing? Yeah, I can't have the Coke. I can't have it on air. Just leave it. Just give me a bottle of water.
So, Secretary, what that would be colorful day, whether it's true. Is it red for MAGA?
Yeah, don't worry about it. Was this done for COVID or for camera? I think COVID.
That matters. That's the best part.
Give me a glass with ice. I don't want to show.
Just as long as you guys realize everything is very much supposed to be set up, pointed out. That's why the Coke issue, can't have this ice here, the straws there. This is all for show. And I've cut things from raw video before. All of this should have been left on the cutting room floor. Nobody needs any of this. Again, this is what they're looking to sell. We're gonna get to the selling part, but first, would you be sold, Conscious? You ready to watch this whole thing?
Nah, you can leave it in the trash. You feel me? I think that, like you said, I just, man, you know what? It's my main thoughts, right? a lot of us, and I'm gonna stick in the racial perspective. A lot of black people were chastised for voting for Barack Obama because he was only black and that he did not display any skills, attributes, characteristics that were president-like, right? He did not have enough experience. Now he brag about Donald Trump having no experience, and literally in a video, you said the video was an hour and 45 minutes.
Is that how long?
No policy. We ain't talking about no politics. We ain't talking about really your plans. We talked about you liking straws and whether you prefer Diet Coke over regular Coke. We talked about your calories more than we talked about what the American people want. To me, it's giving like you insulting the intelligence of even your constituents. And then the last thing I'll say, it looked like I made that video or you made that video to be a political hit, to be like, look at how dense and disassociate this man is with reality. And then we made the video.
That's all it takes, but then all they need is enough of a glimpse to be like, I'm closer to Trump. Is an identity to him. You're a little piece of Trump. You get to be his little toe, and then you're happy. This is the type of folks they've cultivated. And here's some more proof behind it, because this is the way they're advertising. Because I'm wondering, what is it that you're supposed to find in this film? They said, love him or hate him. You haven't seen anything like this. You're right. I'm not going to either. He's adored and vilified in equal measure, but you've never seen him like this before. Accept your invitation to one of the most high-profile dinner parties in the world. That's the hook, Conscious. The point is to be like, you want to be this close to power, influence, and money because you'll never be there. And for some reason, regular folks have this aspiration to feel like they're near people like this. But if they're sitting there, they're probably going, I really wish I was actually at a Chili's eating like a cheese dip instead of this garbage, listening to this guy Jerome, on and on. But at least Chili's will cost you maybe $50. I'm gonna tell you what this is gonna cost you, Conscious. In order to get your seat at the table, you have to subscribe to the Daily Wire for multiple months and auto renew annually at $144 until you cancel is the cost for watching this nonsense. It's just, at the end of the day, it all goes back to, hey, I said it from the top. I'm gonna run for president, maybe, very possibly, probably. Give me money though.
Race hustling is always already talked about when it comes to anybody on the left. I would argue that conservatives have literally mastered how to manufacture racial controversy, use racial dog whistles, and be able to monetize it. Like, just every time you hear about the race card or race hustling, really think about how Donald Trump in the game.
They made it happen absolutely flawlessly, I guess. I'm not sure how it happened, but it worked for certain folks.